So oftentimes I want to record and share something when I'm in a position like this. And so my mind goes, oh, look at you, unprepared, how you look, blah, 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 blah. You know, trying to fit into the usual context of life and how comparing how everyone shows up on camera, on video, all polished, all stood up, all, the way I do sometimes. And oftentimes, I just feel like recording from this space. And it's very interesting how my mind makes it wrong. But if I was to turn down the mind and still record, let's see what would come out. And I think it's beautiful invitation to just, step in more into our authenticity, our authentic self-expression, because oftentimes, the conditions aren't perfect and we're waiting for perfect conditions and they never arrive. And, we delay, we postpone. And like, I wanted to speak up, wanted to share, and I'm like, oh yeah, the next day, when I come back, when I sit down, and like waiting for this picture perfect moment when I'll sit down, I'll record, it's going to be perfect, happy ending. And the moment, gets delayed, and the truth is not spoken, the wisdom is not spoken, and it's buried somewhere within. And I'm talking from my context, but obviously there's so many examples that I'm sure you can think of for yourself, where you are waiting for perfect conditions to emerge in order for you to do something. But the invitation here is to actually embrace the ugliness, the messiness, the unusual context of things. Like me, laying down, teeth not brushed, hair not brushed either. You brush your teeth and you brush your hair. Wow, look at that. Look at the connections that are getting made here. It's incredible. So, yeah, embrace the moment as it is, in its fullness, in its authenticity, in its rawness, in its humanness. We're human at the end of the day, and oftentimes, we can become very robotic and very like copy paste. Everyone's doing this way, so I should be doing this way. Very insidious and unconscious kind of primal adaptation mechanism. Captions and all of that. Yeah, and I just want to say, fuck it. Fuck it. Do you be authentic? Do it your way. Do it when the impulse comes. I think that's such a inspiration, from the universe, from God, from source, whatever, the message comes and it wants to be expressed. So why wait? So welcome. Welcome to perfectly imperfect moment with me. It's been a minute since I've recorded, and it's not my first video in the bed, so hey ho, I'm creating a movement of in the bed contemplations, moments of raw. Yeah, it's been a minute, and I'm just resting in bed, listening to the rain, and just really resting a lot. I've been to a festival, and after the festival I had a hospital appointment, and then after that I picked up something. I had a bad flu, and my nose was like flooding, and I was sneezing, and luckily, being a biohacker, I conquered it very gracefully in a couple of days. But another thing another update from my end is that I've stopped caffeine, and it's today's 8th day. So today and yesterday was not bad. The days like 1 to 7 were an absolute nightmare, plus the flu. And I had such massive withdrawals. On day 7, I was just like apathy. Like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to see anyone. Like, everything was so irritating. It was just wow. So I went through all of that and still kind of slowly getting back into life, into learning how to be without caffeine, learning how to take action without this high that I would get from a caffeine, learning how to create from a stable energy. Um, yeah, it's one of these things for me in life. Whenever I see that I am reliant on substance, for me it's like red flag, get out of that relationship. And to me, coffee was like entire life I've been kind of moderate drinker, you could call me a moderate drinker. And then I don't know, in the past year or so, it was just getting out of control a little bit. My mind was just like more, higher, 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 and then I would crash. And that started concerning me. I was like, I don't want to be taken by the substance. I want to be in control of taking it, but I was getting out of control. So I'm doing 100 days of alcohol free, or now 225, as my mentor encouraged me to triple the original goal. But that going without alcohol for 100 days original idea prompted me to create a community of people who want to undertake something for 100 days. And that made me choose another habit, which was caffeine free. And the timing of my things sometimes in life, it's almost like I choose things like, I don't know, your house is crashing down, and I'm choosing for, another, I don't even know what kind of analogy to suggest here. Anyway, somehow I time things in a way that like everything happens at once. So I came back after festival, after this high, landing back, chose this challenge. After like intense experiences of any kind, you will go down inevitably. Your dopamine will go, below the baseline, and I experience, some kind of feeling of, not as high, and then like restabilizing. And plus I removed the caffeine, so it was like into the depths of the depths, and it was intense, least to say. But it's day 8, so I'm feeling good now, and still taking a lot of time to rest. Ugh. And really noticing how my mind wants to judge me, how I'm not doing enough. And it's this very, very interesting thing that I've been pondering on lately, is how we are always justified. No matter what we do, no matter what we choose, no matter what we don't do, and no matter what we don't choose, like we're always justified. Mind will always justify whether we choose something good or something bad. Mind will justify. You know, if I'm staying in bed, I can say, oh yeah, I'm not feeling well, I'm still recovering. Um, if I choose to move, then I'll say, oh, actually, you know, I'm feeling better, I'm now recovered. So mind is always wrapping a story and justification around anything we do. It's like, oh, I drink alcohol because, you know, blah blah blah, or oh, I don't drink alcohol because blah blah blah. Um, so it's very interesting. I don't know if I'm illustrating this in a way that I'm feeling it, but it's like I'm always justified by the mind, you know, no matter what I do. So maybe being a bit more gentle with myself. Ay, ay, ay. Yawning video. Being more gentle with myself. Is that the point that I wanted to make? I don't know. But we're always justified. And it's an interesting one to observe, you know, how we justify. And is this actually true? You know, are these justifications true? I don't know. But we take or don't take action, and then we justify it. So we're always justified, no matter what we do. Fascinating mind of ours. So there you go. My short bedtime contemplation. I've just like been feeling a lot of things and wanting to share, but then I think I wanted to share something yesterday, and then I was walking and it was dark and it was noisy and I didn't. I was like, I'll come back and sit down and record, and I didn't. And I didn't, and I didn't, and I didn't, and I didn't, and now it's accumulated. And it needs to come out, but where do you begin? Maybe you begin by going to the gym, which I'm about to do. So yeah, I guess short and sweet message. Do you, be you. No matter what, no matter where, you're always justified anyway. I'll see you next time.